Folks, Fernando doing another video for the Modern Survivalist. I'd like to comment on some of the incidents that took place 5 days ago in Walnut Creek. Mass looting in stores, widespread, just people running around stealing crap and just running back to their cars. These are not like hobos that all of a sudden go and grab something, or crazy people like that. These are your basic element of society, a large part of it that suddenly realizes I can get away with anything. Let's watch then and comment later after seeing the images.
Like a well-organized operation, people sprinted to waiting cars carrying bags full of merchandise from Nordstrom's in Walnut Creek Saturday night.
I saw people running down the street. I probably saw 50 to 80 people in like ski masks, crowbars, knives,
50 to 80 people.
In one dramatic scene, a car veered around a police SUV to make a getaway, but another officer stopped him with his gun drawn. 3 people were arrested.
Just
all are
3.
charged with robbery. One of them is also charged with being a felon in possession of a gun. NBC Bay Area has obtained a still image from a security camera inside Nordstrom's during the robbery.
Look at all the people.
A company spokesperson says 5 of their employees were injured. Police saying at least 3 workers were assaulted, one with pepper spray. And tonight, there is still cause for concern. Walnut Creek police took to social media, warning about the possibility of another robbery.
Look, this is...
3 people were...
You know what? Back in the day, when I first started getting involved in survival preparedness, I was writing mostly on forums, on websites, and discussion boards and such. When I ended up publishing my book, which is still doing awesomely great, it's fantastic. Mostly excellent feedback from it. But when I first published this book, one of the few criticisms I got was that, Fernando, we're not like that in the United States. I mean, I like reading about what happened over there. This would never happen here. A bit of racism there going on in terms of, I actually got a few of those. Yeah, that's because that's in Latin America, South America. This is happening in the United States right now. And when I first published this, what you're seeing here was unheard of. It just didn't happen in U.S. You didn't see, when I first published that book, your country in the state in which it is right now, where 50, 80 people all agree that we're going to be stealing crap and just getting away with it. This is the breakdown of that fabric that I mentioned in the book, that veil of civilization, that that blanket of, we all have to behave right, because if not, things go wrong for us. For me individually, if I just go in a store and just steal crap that I want, maybe I'm morally okay with doing that because my moral values are kind of shaky, but there's going to be consequences for that. That's what I explained in that book, and I explained the consequences of living in a country, in a pretty much your world, where that no longer holds true, where people understand I can get away with literally murder. I can just go and get rid of someone, or just shoot someone in his head, steal his stuff, and chances of me getting caught, almost none. You're getting to this point already where you're seeing people that blanket of civilization, of fear of authority, of understanding that there's consequences for your actions, that's no longer holding true in the United States. You don't see this in many other places. You see this in places like the place where I come from, in Argentina and South America, where people have this idea. I mean, even this is almost unheard of right now in Argentina. There's awful crime going on, but this idea of just storming stores. I mean, I was there firsthand when I saw. I was inside stores when this sort of thing happened, and just people just start stealing stuff, right? And maybe you're doing your own shopping. You're like a civilized person, and all of a sudden you have to leave everything and just get the hell out of there, because it can be kind of dangerous. Very difficult situations to be in. But my point is, you're seeing this right now, when a lot of people, when they first read this, thought you'd never see this happen. This means this has consequences. This means something. It means that you're getting closer and closer to living like this every single day at great leaps, because this is a big deal. Again, back in the days, just a few years ago, you just didn't see this happen. People, and understand this, these may not be all of them career criminals. I mean, obviously some of them are, and some of them, 3 of them got caught. But a lot of this is the basic average guy, average lower IQ, lower moral value type of person that's going to be going like, hey man, I could just go in there and steal a TV or a pair of sneakers. This is bad because that's just one step away from, man, I could also hit someone over the head and steal his wallet or his phone. I could just shoot someone and steal everything he has. You start becoming more of a criminalized society where this is being normalized, where being a delinquent, a criminal has no consequences. Politically, definitely not. You're seeing that this is so similar to what happened in Argentina. The political class saying, well, these are poor victims of the capitalist system, so they're just getting back. You don't see politicians criticizing this, especially not from the left. The Democratic Party is going to be saying nothing about this. This is so dangerous. You're normalizing criminal behavior. Do you have any idea how dangerous this is? Of course you don't, because you haven't seen what follows to this. It's already bad, but it's going to be getting worse. Just trust me on this. I've seen it myself. Anyway, guys, if holidays approaching, and yeah, of course, promoting stuff as always. You have my knife as well from Aitor, which is fantastic. And I was talking with the owner of the company the other day. Prices of these things are likely to go up. If you were thinking of getting it, you'll see the link below, or just follow knivesaitor.com. Those are made in Spain, shipped from Spain, not Chinese crap. Fantastic Austrian steel. And also street survival skills for this kind of thing that you're watching right now, and the Modern Survival Manual, Surviving the Economic Collapse, so as to see how you got there and the consequences that is going to be having. Folks, it's going to be all for now. See you on our next video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so as to not miss anything. Remember, we're also in Odyssey. Same name for the channel. Take care.